Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like and please. This is a match reaction for Panama 0, England 2. Finally, England, not the best performance again, but we still came and won 2-0 against Panama. Not really an easy game, but we need to be better in the next round. But yeah, I'm joined with Dan today. You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all good. So, yesterday's game then, of course, we won 2-0 for Jude Bellingham scoring the first goal. Of course, set piece again. Set piece FC. You know, we're quite good at set pieces. And, of course, Kane getting a second. What did you think of yesterday's performance? Again, poor performance in my eyes. Second half, a bit better, but not miles better. And I just think we need to be better on Wednesday.
Yeah. First half was pretty poor. Nothing really happened, to be honest. You know, they had a shot in the first 10, 15 seconds. And yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be an easy game. You know, they had a game plan, and they stuck to it. And then second half, yeah, again, we just must have playing second half. Come out, not gonna lie, I missed the first goal. Then yeah, from then on we just controlled the game, I think. Yeah, again, Jude coming up with an important goal and another assist as well. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The lineup yesterday then was a bit strange. I think it was a very quality lineup with Rashford and Saka, what everyone wanted to see. They, of course, on the wings. Of course, Roger started in the 10. I did say to you before game, Bellingham is better in the middle, and look, he was everywhere in that midfield. Of course, Konso could be injured now, Kwanzaa. He played at right back. I think Saka and Rashford annoyed me at times because they both think they can all do it all on their mouth, and they shoot every time they get the ball mostly. But at least they can turn players. But what did you think of their performance? I thought Saka, I'm sorry to any Arsenal fans watching this. I have spoken to some Arsenal fans actually, and they said Saka was poor. He was poor in my eyes. So I think, yeah. But what did you think of their performance yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably them two probably weren't the worst on the pitch. Like you said, Saka, Rashford just love to turn players and shoot when they could easily cross it in. Whether Saka's match fit or not, we don't know. We don't know that side. Yeah, I mean they're better than the other two. I can't lie. They've got a little bit of skill about their game. Rashford probably should have done better with his shot. Saka, I mean, he just looks tired. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's get on to the players' ratings then. Jordan Pickford didn't really have to do anything, being made 3 good saves. I think he would get mad at his defence, but what would you rate him?
Yeah, I mean, kept a clean sheet, didn't really have to do much during the game. I'll give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 7. He made a couple of good saves. The saves what he did make wasn't that easy. Some goalkeepers might have let one of them in at least. So yeah, I think he made some good saves. Kwanzaa at right back. He ain't a right back. We both know it. He's better at centre back. He is a good player at times. I do like Kwanzaa, but we all know he ain't a right back and he could be injured now. I'm going to give him a 2.
A 2? Yeah, he's not a right back, I get that. When he did play, he did keep a clean sheet. Yeah, I'll probably give him a 4.
Okay. Move on to the centre backs then, Konsa and Gay. Nothing really. I don't think they had to do much, but I know Gay let one of their players run. pass him what he could have done better with. Same with Conser though. Conser could have went to the ball when they had a shot. So both of them really made a mistake. So I'm going to give them both the same rating and give them both a 6.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. If that was any other player shooting, obviously you're looking, like say it was like an Mbappe, or it probably would have gone in, and we would have been moaning at them both for not closing them down. But considering he was a Panama player, and they didn't really threat us that much, you could probably like ease it off a bit. But yeah, you've got to close them down. You can't let them run straight through you at all. So yeah, I'll give him a 6 as well to both.
O'Reilly then didn't really have to do much, did he? I'm gonna give him 6.5 maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
6'5" for me as well. He got forward when he needed to, like overlapping, which is good at. We've seen that. He gets in the box as well, considering he's a left back. Didn't really do a foot wrong, to be honest. So yeah.
Sorry guys, there's an helicopter outside. Getting on to the midfield then. Elliot Anderson and Benningham. Jude Bellingham, 10 for me. Absolutely goat. 10, and Elliot Anderson, I thought he played well. I'm going to give Elliot Anderson an 8.
Yeah, the 3 games you could probably say he's, up there for, player of the match. Yeah, he controlled that midfield. Didn't really lose the ball much. And yeah, I'll give him an 8 as well.
And Jude Bellingham.
10.
Yeah.
Star boy, mate. No, there's no debate now about Jude and Rodgers. There's no debate. Jude's done it in 3 games. He's probably did get man of the match all 3. He's in a deeper role. Like Kane said, he's in a deeper role. He was everywhere on the pitch. Got a goal, got an assist. No debate anymore.
I think he's better in the middle, that's why. I did say to you before the game that I think he's better in the middle than the 10. And yeah, you've seen that yesterday. Morgan Rogers, I think he was alright. Could have got assist or 2 if Saka could actually fucking shoot or something. And of course Rogers did do some skills and he runs that play is what I like to see. I'm gonna give him a 7.5. Maybe an 8, but I'll give him a 7.5.
Yeah. To be fair, I'd probably give him an 8. First World Cup, played well, pressed, ran at players, Yes, Saka fucking knew how to shoot, he would have got 2 assists and he maybe would have got a higher rating. So yeah, had a good performance considering it was his first World Cup game. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Rashford and Saka then. Saka can have a 4. I'm sorry, I know you might be laughing, but I thought he was poor. I don't think he's fully fit yet, but that is no excuse. If he wants to start, then he has to put in a good show. And to be honest, I can't even see him starting against Congo. I'll be surprised if he does, because I thought he was very poor. And Rashford, I thought he was outstanding. Took on players, even 3 men. Even when 3 men was on him, he would still keep the ball. I'm going to give Rashford at 8.5.
Yeah, Saka probably a 5. Can't get past. He can't do past. Can't go past the defender. Can't shoot. He just wants to walk the ball in.
He doesn't pass as well. What annoys me.
Rashford, I'd go an 8 as well. Took players on. Unlucky to probably not get a goal. But apart from that, he was alright.
Yeah, up top then, Harry Kane. I forgot he was on the pitch in the first half, to be fair. I know he still scored in the second half, but I'm going to give Kane a 6.5. Don't think he was the greatest what he has been this tournament. Of course, he's been tracking back in the middle, but to be honest, he wasn't doing that yesterday, so I'm going to give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I'll probably, just because he scored, I'll probably give him a 7. Like you said, first half, didn't really see him. But then again, you could say about anyone. And then second half, took his goal well, great header. You know, broke another record. It's what Kane does. You know, he tracks back when he needs to. Comes in deep to win the ball, and then he's got one pass. You know, we're through. So yeah, 7 for me.
Yeah, I think that. The subs then. I'm trying to think who we brought on. Spence and Noni Medareke. Let's start with them. What did you think of their second half performance? Noni Medareke was okay, to be fair, when he came on. Spence didn't really have to do much, I can't lie, but Medareke...
Yeah, I was going to say, don't really remember much, not going to lie. Medareke probably did, more than Saka did when he come on. Spence didn't really have to do much, so I'll give Spence a 5. And Medareke, I'll probably give a 7.
Yeah, I'm going to give Spence a 4 and Noni Medareke 6. Yeah, I think Noni Medareke was...
What's so funny?
What? Just the way you said 7. And, yeah. Moving on to SA then. He didn't really have to do much, but he was okay. Yeah, he's a good player at times. I'm going to give him a 6 because I don't think he did much, really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember him coming on. Not so much I enjoyed my night. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. But by the time you come on, the game was already done. So yeah, 6 for me.
Yeah, I'm going to give him... Did I say mine? I think I did I?
Yeah, you said 6.
Yeah. Then the last sub, Jordan Henderson and Watkins. To be honest, when Jordan Henderson came on, he was alright. I thought, he had some... I think he's skilled about 2 players. Did some passing. I thought he was okay, Jordan Henderson. And people slag him off, why have we called Jordan Henderson up? 1, he has experience, and two, he's a very good player at times. Age don't really matter, so yeah. I'm gonna give him, because he did come on for like longer than 10 minutes. I'm gonna give him a 6, but I could give him a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I would go 6. Yeah, you said 1, he'd say, to be honest, so probably give him a 6.
And Watkins, he had a shot. Did more than Kane in about 5 minutes. I know Kane scored, but come on. Of course, as I said to you before, again, Watkins will get more minutes than Tony this tournament. And he has, because Watkins is fast. And if we need a goal, what we didn't yesterday, but if we did bring Watkins on, Mickey will get you that goal. Bicky didn't come on for much. I'm going to give him a 6.5, but I could even give him higher.
Yeah, looked lively when he come on for the last few minutes. Had a shot. So yeah, I'll probably give him a 6.
Okay, there you go, guys. There's a match reaction for Panama 0, England 2. Yeah, sorry, for Wednesday then.
Yeah, hopefully. It's not going to be easy. Congo. Everyone's saying they're going to be like a Ghana where they'll just sit back and do this, but I think they'll probably end up giving us a game. It's not going to be easy, but probably can beat anyone on our day, to be honest. So.
And one time the viewers, what videos coming out?
Yeah, so later today there will be a video out for predictions of the round 32, what we'll predict. Match reaction for the Congo game on Wednesday morning / afternoon. Match reaction after the game. And yeah.
Yeah, defo. Should be a good one. There'll be a match preview for Canada game later today as well. What I might do with Dan, because he's actually at home today for once. So me and Dan might do a Canada match preview later. and then we might do a match reaction after a game, or if not after a game, might do it tomorrow together, or I'll do it after a game on myself. But yeah, hopefully it's a good game. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Dan.
No, thank you for having me on.
Peace out.